So another source of energy that is a good example of renewable or non-conventional source of energy, that is hydroelectric energy. So another way in which the sun is able to provide us with clean energy through is through water. So what is electric energy or hydel power? The electricity generated from water is called hydroelectricity. So whether it is the currents in the ocean or the tides in the sea, or all of it happens due to sun. So as of now, there are a number of ways in which hydroelectric energy can be captured. Dams are a common way to generate electricity on a large scale basis. The fall of water powers the turbines, which are able to produce the energy which they turn. Small waterfalls occurring naturally are another source, along with the systems that derived along with this system that derived kinetic energy from the movement of water in rivers, streams and oceans. So first let's discuss its advantages and disadvantages. So compared to other clean powers such as geothermal, solar or wind, hydropower is far more reliable as water is more predictable in its amounts and delivery. Using hydropower reduces the need to burn fossil fuels like coal, petroleum. While costly to build and having a high maintenance budget, the long term cost of a hydropower system is much cheaper than the traditional power plants. And then water exists on the earth and in the atmosphere also, so it is constantly renewing itself. So this makes hydropower a renewable source of energy. The disadvantage: now while building a dam, this creates reservoirs that become a marine habitat, and it only does by destroying the natural one that exists. So hydropower plants are very expensive to build and they also have a high maintenance cost. Unlike other types of powers, they are contained within a plant, and hydropower must also care for off-site entities such as dams, reservoirs and river systems. Dams can break, it can cause floods, it can then all sort of problems can put the human population in the surrounding areas of a hydropower plant in danger. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of hydroelectric energy. Now let's talk about the hydropower electric power projects in India. So hydropower is one of the oldest and widely used renewable source of energy, and India is the seventh largest producer of hydroelectric power in the world and also ranks third worldwide by its total number of dams. So factors which affect the location of hydropower plants: first, the first point is selecting a proper site will help to carry out the construction of the hydroelectric power plant. Then good topographical location is needed, along with the path of a river, that is preferable. The flow of water where the dam is constructed should be sufficient to fill the dam. So there is a large amount of loss of water from dams due to evaporation. Okay, and the flow of water should be able to accommodate this loss of water without affecting the production of electricity from the hydroelectric power plant. As I already discussed the advantages and disadvantages, here I have mentioned some of the points, so I repeat again. The advantages: it doesn't cause any pollution, as we know it is a renewable source of energy. The dams built to produce hydroelectricity, it is helped to save and store water. The disadvantages: already I said the production cost is extremely high. Then building a large dam can cause some serious geological damage such as earthquake. Building a large dams alter the natural water table. Now we will discuss some of the major hydro power plants in India. So first is the Bhakra and Nangal dam. So this project, it is a joint venture of Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan government. The two dams, one at Bhakra, another one is at Nangal, together is referred to as Bhakra and Nangal project. So this project comprises of the following: two dams, one at Bhakra It built across river Satluj near the boundary between Punjab and Himachal. Its long reservoir is known as Govind Sagar and Nangal. It is built across the river Satluj in Punjab. It supplies water to Bhakra irrigation canal system. Then next is the powerhouse. The four powerhouses at Gangwal and Kotla district. Then Bhakra canal system. It provides irrigation facility to 27.41 lakh hectares of land in Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan. So what are the main objects of these projects? 1. To provide water for irrigation. 2. To generate electricity. And 3. To prevent flooding from Satluj and Beas river. Next, Hirakud Dam. It is built across the Mahanadi river about 15 km from Sambalpur in Odisha. It is one of the first major multi-purpose river valley project started after India's independence. This dam helps to control floods in Mahanadi Delta and irrigate almost 75,000 square kilometer of land. The project provides Kharif and Rabi irrigation in the district of Sambalpur and Subarnpur. Last one, that is Sardar Sarovar project. Sardar Sarovar project, it is in the Narmada basin, is one of the largest water resource project in India, covering states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. The benefits of this project, again, it includes irrigation facility, drinking water supply, flood protection and canal network.